Can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
If one more person asks me about...
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Egg Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me, us, but I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom, sister or no.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
What do you have for sale?
It's good luck for me you stopped by today. I'd keep an eye on your belongings if I were you. Catherine will steal the eyebrows off...
Mr. Haggerty, can you remind me what we...
I told you about...
What do you have for sale?
Glad you were able to stop by.
A pile of gold. Must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry.
Revelio. Revelio.
More gold. I must be getting closer.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day. I know I...
You won't get away with that.
Someone there?
Revelio.
Anne's worried. She said Sebastian promised her that I would be there if she went to meet him in the catacomb. But now he's asking her to join him immediately and to come alone. She says he doesn't sound himself. Meet us at the catacomb as soon as you can. I hope that my quill has conveyed my message clearly.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Revelio. Revelio.
Enjoy suffering,
Revelio.
A Niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all.
Revelio.
I have the Niffler. Now to look for the Haggerty family heirloom.
Revelio. Revelio.
That must be the Haggerty family heirloom.
Alohomora.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Everything's all right now.
Revelio.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
Fascinating, truly.
Excuse me, madam. I thought I heard you say something.
Yes, indeed. Talking to myself again. I find myself to be quite the engaging conversationalist since my husband passed. Madam Althea Twiddle, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing. My husband often ruminated on the mysterious statue just outside our hamlet. Some sort of archaic puzzle involving vases, he would insist. I stumbled upon it today when I had a burst of energy and extended my morning constitutional a bit longer than usual.
An archaic puzzle. Sounds fascinating.
You see, I suspected you'd be interested, and wait till I tell you about the rumours surrounding this particular puzzle. My husband Greville insisted that solving the puzzle would reveal a magical challenge of sorts. The man was intrigued by everything. He was about to try and solve it himself when... Perhaps you could take a look. I'd be rather interested to hear what, if anything, you find.
If I happen to see it, I'll have a look.
Ah, the spirit of you.
I should look into the statue Madame Twiddle mentioned. I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty.
Nothing too unmasked, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
What?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But, I suppose, well, if you found the niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. Catherine's. What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a niffler to act.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Revelio.
You made it!
I take it this means you had some luck at the library.
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive, especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we? It's another aggressive one! What is going on with them? Voipers!
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Voiper's song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad. If the moonstone is here and so are Voipers, I wonder if it's being protected. Why am I not surprised? First the Voipers and now this. We need to find moths for those spinners.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths.
Lumos.
Lumos! Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Reparo.
Lumos.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
Lumos. 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 Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos. Bombarda! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Flipendo! Flipendo! Potato! Stupefy!
Bovada! Lumos.
Lumos! You did it! I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this.
Expelliarmus! Kyrio! Expelliarmus! Bombada! Revelio.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Shall we take a closer look?
You read my mind. Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here, I just know it.
Revelio.
Given what Swoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the Moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
How's your Gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I am the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. I think we can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the Moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met Highwing, actually,
If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin, I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidgets lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are. This looks like the statue Madame Twiddle mentioned. Revelio. Why are there so many vases around here? I suppose I should try to find all the vases.
Revelio.
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 I think there should only be a few more vases.
Revelio. Bombana. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defender. Defender.
Revelio. I'm nearly finished. Only one more vase.
Ha.
That's it. I should tell Madame Twiddle about what happened.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Potato, stupefy. Imperium. Cinder. Bombarda.
A women are dying, are we?
Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Imperium. Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy. Cinder. Bombarda. Cinder. Bombarda. Potato. Stupefy. Cinder. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Stupefy.
Such
Not your best fight. Enjoy suffering, do you?
you can't stop us. You will suffer.
Do something about that blasted magnet! Much better.
Pity, not quite. I'll slap that one.
Period.
I've been fighting out
Bombarda.
easily diverted. Chill spells glance off of me. Was that your best? You will regret coming here. You look tired. I will make you. I won't rest.
Stupefy. Finger. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Finger. Bombarda.
Mrs. Twiddle, your husband was right. The statue was part of a puzzle.
Oh, really? How exciting!
Yes, I had to destroy a number of large vases, and that seemed to activate some sort of charm on the statue.
Well done. Oh, I miss having someone like you around with a thirst for knowledge and a quick mind. Well, my curiosity has been satisfied. Thank you for that. Who knows what I'll encounter on my next constitutional? Oh, my husband would be so pleased to know he was right about that statue.
In today's lesson, we will cover a truly thrilling event. The Goblin Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumphant tragedy. But more specifically, we will address the devastating effect it had on the wizard milling industry. Throughout the many goblin battles, countless wizard cloaks were lost. Actually, we do know the number. 632. But history occurs outside the classroom. And look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us to follow him.
And now for a stroll to the bell tower entrance hall. Along with the rest of the castle, it was completed in the late early Middle Ages. The hall and the bell towers that loom above it contain myriad interesting artifacts. Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
That wasn't me, Professor. I'm new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome. No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, goblin rebellions. Not all goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Eargit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans, such as Bragbor the Boastful.
Did you say Bragbor? I know that name. Lodgok said he was an ancestor of Ranrock.
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin-wrought iron and silver has survived to this very day. Where were we? Oh yes. Back to our class topic for today. Grimbold Weft. Another notable historical figure. He's right nearby. Curious students can find him on display here in the bell tower and...
Can you tell me where I might find Grim?
Oh, yes. He's a fascinating... At any rate, he can be Grimbold Weft was responsible for...
Revelio.
Goblin rebellion of... such as sewing buttons on witches and wizards' coats.
These bits of brew. Sir Skagglethorpe the Heedless once challenged a mountain troll to a game of...
What?
Leave it to Binns to make the most interesting school in the world seem dull.
This is a centuries-old likeness of Pangadon. Fearless mouse hunter and devoted to
Revelio.
People have always loved their pets. That's why it's to me. At least we're out of the classroom.
Lumos.
Revelio.
If you fail history of magic, you're doomed to repeat it.
Abandoning class to wander the halls is in keeping with Professor Binns's manner of teaching.
Revelio.
Oh, yes. I see you found Grimbold Weft.
Yes, I rather enjoyed seeking him out.
The thrill of the scholarly pursuit. I know the feeling quite well. Now, let's turn our attention to the agreeability and... He's also near... Standing in eternal but symbolic watch over the bell tower is a retinue of loyal knights. Or rather, statues of knights, I should clarify.
Where can I find that friendly knight you mentioned?
Oh yes, Sir Afpuddle, or rather it can be found amongst the other statues of knights. It's easy to identify, as it's been enchanted to wave at those who take the time to seek it out. Warm and approachable demeanor was celebrated by old friends and newcomers alike. I encourage everyone to make the waving statue's acquaintance. Our students often complain about the many staircases at Hogwarts, but they never bother me.
Revelio.
As one would expect, Hogwarts contains no nothing, since obviously those would not be found in castles.
Wagadu's history is, well, a bit different than that of Hogwarts.
This unassuming smudge is rumored to be the location of the very first successful use of Bombarda. I suppose successful is a relative term, since whoever cast it didn't live to tell the tale.
In all the centuries that Hogwarts has existed, not once has it collapsed.
Revelio. Reparo. Lumos. Where can I find that friendly knight?
Oh yes, Sir Afpuddle, or rather it can be found amongst the other statues of knights. It's easy to identify, as it's been enchanted to wave at those who take the time to seek it out. The Hogwarts founders could never have achieved such architectural majesty without the aid of powerful magic. Our students often complain about the many staircases at Hogwarts. Never bother me.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Revelio.
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Afpuddle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Afpuddle's affability was his undoing. Died instantly, trying to... So beloved was he. Of course, that did not...
Pity goblins and wizards can't get along.
True. But imagine how dull my lectures would be. History does tend to repeat. It is a series of patterns. The wise students, such as yourself, will... History is written by those who do their schoolwork.
I hope Professor Fig got my owl. I need to tell him and the Keepers that Ranrock knows where the last repository is.
According to the owl I received, Ranrock is moving more quickly than we could have anticipated.
This is grave news indeed. We had hoped for more time to discuss the best path forward.
Let us hear what the student has to say.
Professor, you received my owl. Ranrock has the last of Bragbor's journals. He killed Lodgok to get it. He knows where the last repository is.
Godric's heart.
Lodgok and Ranrock were brothers. Lodgok was bringing the journal to me.
Ranrock is a monster. We need to know where the final repository is.
Surely this changes things. Ranrock has Bragbor's journals and knows where the final repository is.
We obliviated Bragbor. He kept journals? Why would he have documented all of this? He didn't know what we were containing.
I'm afraid I can't say. I didn't read the journals.
I fear you are correct. The situation is far from ideal, but we can wait no longer. I will defer to Professor Rockham as to how to proceed.
Based upon the memories they have seen, I believe our young friend is well aware of the grave circumstances in which we find ourselves. The next trial will involve an exceptional level of magical skill and a nuanced ability to interact with beasts. Find a face of stone and tendrils. I should advise you that you must engage with any beast that is part of the trial on your own. Professor Bakar will meet you in his pensive room.
An exceptional level of magical skill? Nuanced ability to interact with beasts? I suppose we should begin our search for a face of stone and tendrils, whatever that may be.
Very well.
Professor Weasley has been keeping an eye on me. Perhaps we should meet there, so she has no reason to raise concerns with Professor Black. I shall see you near the coast.
I should investigate. Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark. Wonder who lives here.
Alohomora. Revelio.
You're here. I have good news. We do not have any of Ranrock's loyalists to contend with. Of course, the bad news is that it's likely because they no longer need to track the Keepers for information.
Revelio. Bombarda. Expelliarmus!
This place could do with a bit of pruning. Let's look around.
Incendio.
Is that a... It is. I believe I know what must be done. Do you recognize the head sculpted there?
It looks like a grab horn.
And the prints carved into the ground lead me to believe that a grap horn will somehow open the way forward.
That's what Professor Rackham meant when he spoke of my needing an ability to interact with beasts.
It would seem so. I do know that the last of a long dynasty of grap horns lives nearby. They call him the Lord of the Shore. I suspect you'll need to bring him here. What happens next, I can't say.
If that's what must be done, I'll do it.
Excellent. I know this area well enough. When you see the remains of a large sea creature, you're in the right place. Now, Professor Rackham made it clear that you must engage with any beast that is part of this trial on your own. So I shall wish you good luck and wait for your return in the map chamber.
Tell me more about what needs...
Certain?
If that's what must be done.
Excellent. Now, Professor Rackham made it clear that you must engage with any beast that is part of this trial. So I shall wish you good luck and wait for your...
All flavour of wicked to be had with the dark.
That curiosity young people tend to... I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named.
This must be the place. Very well. Lord of the Shore, show yourself. You were going to help me. There you are. Time to go a little quicker. Slow down now. There we go. Poachers. Let's see how the Lord of the Shore feels about his neighborhood being invaded.
Potato! Ah, so close. Cubrito! Incendio!
Faster!
Confringo! Incendio! You will pay for that. Incendio! Confringo!
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. These rocks have seen better days. Crap horn is somehow the key to opening the room.
Revelio.
Time for a jaunt, I'd say.
Professor Rackham was right to have had faith in you. My memories should answer any questions you may have about the power you will need to protect.
Thank you, Professor Bakar. I shall see you back in the map chamber.
Hello? Isadora? Isadora? anak ay... Mr. Morgan?
Son, I'm glad you're here.
Isadora was not at her home.
I know.
Her father... Oh, Percival.
What is it?
It is as though he was stripped not only of his pain, but of all emotion.
Everything is much worse than I feared. Neve was right. Isadora hasn't stopped. I've just learned that she has been wielding that magic on students.
We must gather the others. I need you to return to your common room, all right?
What have you done?
Take a breath.
Students, Isadora.
Everyone feels pain. And why? Because of your arrogance? Your obsession with secrets? He won't suffer any longer. Not my father, not my students, no one.
Isadora, set down your wand.
Professor, you taught me to hone my power, not throw it away.
I did not teach you this. Expelliarmus!
She's alive.
Caverns below Hogwarts where you fought Isadora. Is that the location of the final repository?
It is. You see, we could not destroy the strands of emotion Isadora had stolen from so many. So we did all that we could to keep them safe. We also realized that until they could be destroyed, the magic used to create them was a danger to wizard kind. Hence, we became keepers. Keepers of an unfathomable secret. We knew that someday one with the ability to see traces of ancient magic might be seduced by its power. We built the trials to lead that person to us, to allow them to prove themselves worthy of the knowledge.
Have I not proven myself, Professor? I need to get to that repository before Ranrock does.
You have, and you will. But the repository is protected by powerful ancient magic. To enter, you must craft a special wand from the 4 artifacts you found above our pensives.
So the repository is safe from Ranrock for now.
If he is, as you suspect, capable of using the power of the other repository, I fear he will be able to...
Then I must go now and craft this wand. Perhaps Mr. Ollivander will help me.
Another Ollivander? I'm not surprised. As I am sure he will tell you, this wand may be used for only one purpose. Return with the wand, and we will open the way forward.
I shall send an owl ahead to Ollivander. Whilst you visit him, I'll reach out to Professor Weasley.
Professor Weasley?
Yes. I may have made an error in judgment by not informing her of Ranrock's intentions earlier. I only hope it's not too late. If Ranrock really is going to try to drill below Hogwarts, we'll need all the help we can get.
All right, Professor. I'll see you soon. Wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Sebastian has gone too far. You saw what lies in the catacomb. I cannot stay here.
Wait, Anne, please.
Ominous. He was willing to put the whole hamlet and himself in danger on the chance that some old relic could help to heal me. I'm sorry, Ominous. Make sure he's all right, will you?
I'm glad you're here.
I received your owl. Where's Sebastian?
Inside the catacomb. Frankly, I was surprised you weren't with him.
Ominous,
Stop. You did what you had to do, and I agreed. It might well have salvaged my friendship with Sebastian for the moment.
You were right. I do regret casting Imperio. I hope you can forgive me.
Our focus now needs to be Sebastian. He's in trouble. I'm going back into the catacomb to find him. Anne's right. He and the entire hamlet are in danger. The place is crawling with Inferi.
Inferi? What are you talking about?
You'll see. We need to hurry. Sebastian must not be in his right mind.
Last time we were here, this place was crawling with spiders.
We're about to face worse. Let's find Sebastian quickly.
Where was Sebastian when you and Anne found him?
Just ahead, in the Great Room. There weren't this many Inferi before.
And there's no sign of Sebastian.
Bombarda! Protego! Stupefy!
Hold on a moment. I was so worried about Sebastian I didn't even realize. Anne's gone to get Solomon. When she first saw the Inferi, she thought Sebastian was being attacked. But then he showed her the relic and said he'd learned how to use it.
The carvings on the relic were Inferi, and Sebastian somehow created them.
Not exactly. He's controlling them. This is powerful dark magic. Creating Inferi is incredibly difficult, but controlling them... As Anne and I frantically barricaded the Inferi to keep them from escaping, Sebastian kept mumbling about healing Anne. When Anne said she couldn't stay here, I didn't realize what she meant.
Solomon threatened to go to the headmaster if he heard of Sebastian dealing with dark magic.
I need to get to Hogwarts. I must get to Professor Black first. Twist the story a bit, make him think it's a family fight. I'll be back as soon as I can. See if you can talk some sense into Sebastian. Be careful.
How many Inferi are there? I need to find a way up that ledge.
Wingardium Leviosa.
There's Sebastian.
Isn't this incredible?
Sebastian!
I told you, the relic is the answer. I've been trying to reverse the dark magic that injured Anne, but this will allow me to control it. Just as I can control the Inferi.
Control? I had to fight Inferi all the way...
What have the two of you done? Accio relic!
The relic! You'll pay for this! I'm ready to save Anne.
Sorry, it had to be done.
Expelliarmus! Bombardus! Imperium! Stupefy! Stupefy!
Now you've gone too far.
Mr. Sallow, stop!
How dare you! You're no friend to my nephew!
Defender! Potato! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Stupefy!
Sorry, it had to be done.
Potato! Stupefy! Defender! Bombarda! Incendio! Potato! Stupefy! Incendio! Stupefy! Potato! Stupefy! Incendio! Incendio!
She cannot be healed, Sebastian. You must stop.
I won't let her suffer! Avada Kedavra! No!
You've made your choice.
Oh, Anne. What have you done? I must get out of here.
I can't let him leave. Sebastian, wait! Stop, Sebastian! Hold on!
What is it?
Why wouldn't you stop? I was calling after you.
Anne won't survive this. She's withering away, inside and out. Solomon's never been there for us. Not really. He gave up on Anne. I'll never give up on her. You saw him, didn't you? He was going to ruin her life. He attacked us. I had to use the killing curse. You know I did. If I hadn't known how to cast it...
You went too far, Sebastian.
I can't think right now. I need to leave. I can't stay here. I need to find Ominous.
Sebastian.
Please, I'm not myself right now. Let's meet later, at the Undercroft, all right?
I think I know where we can find Doran. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest and we can tell him about the symbol the moon carves.
Revelio. There's Ollivander's. I hope he can help me craft the Keeper's wand. Hello, Mr. Ollivander. I wondered if you might be able to help me with something.
Yes. Professor Fig sent an owl informing me that you'd be coming. He was a bit cryptic, said you need to have a special wand crafted, that you'd bring me the materials.
Yes, sir. I have them here.
Oh, my. How extraordinary. Remarkable design. I will be honest, I have never crafted a wand in this fashion. Repaired broken wands, of course, but this is something else entirely. Keeping me on my toes, aren't you? I think I can work with what you've brought me. Let me see what I can do. It is done.
Not saying I don't cast the odd cleaning spell when
I should warn you, I've never seen a wand like this before. My suspicion, as Professor Fig implied in his letter, is that it serves a unique purpose. I doubt you shall find much use for it otherwise.
I understand. Thank you, sir.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves. Oh, come, come. No need for such theatrics. In light of what Ranrock now knows, you must agree that our interests are aligned.
Our interests will never be aligned.
You would let goblins take what is rightfully ours? The final repository belongs to wizard kind. We would be fools not to work together. What's that you've got there? Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright!
Charles Rookwood wouldn't have wanted you near it.
The arrogance. Should have known better than to try and reason with a child. I've always said, children should be seen and not heard.
Was that meant to be an attack?
A lamb to the slaughter. Incendio! Ah, how delightful. No! Can't hold out forever.
Period.
What do you need me to do? Come on, you're afraid. You're easier to spot than an eruption. Ha! Another. Aha! Incendio! No more happy. I will rock these wolf puppets! No! You're not in luck.
Stupefy.
You will not
There you are. Your life ends here.
Expulso!
Expelliarmus! Bombarda!
Give it back. Quite conductive, aren't we? There'll be more of that.
Expulso!
You'll pay for that!
Levioso!
You should have joined me.
Abracadabra!
We delayed the inevitable.
I'll make you wish you were back at school. Are you even trying? I know you're trying. Knew you would still.
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Potato! Caprico!
Survived longer than expected.
Get right at you!
Fight! You're gonna regret it.
Don't you think you're going to get out of this alive? Incendio! Projectile! Come! You're embarrassing!
Bombarda! Protego! Stupefy!
Confringo!
I can't believe it. Rookwood's reign is finally over. I'll need to send an owl to Natty right away. For now, though, I need to get back to the map chamber and tell Fig what's happened.
And you say they made it after you placed the moonstone?
Do you know why or what it means? Does it have to do with the Snidgets?
The breadth of one's knowledge can be as wide as the seas, and yet only run so deep.
It's good to see you again, Doran. Did Poppy tell you about everything that's happened?
She did, and I am glad to see that you are both safely returned. I did question the wisdom of sending you on a path at a time when that path was unknown at best, deadly at worst. But the acumen of the centaurs...
You knew the poachers would try to kill Poppy and me.
I did not know, my young friend. But I shall say that I was not surprised. It was in much the same manner that I expected our first.
I don't suppose you'd like to start from the beginning. I think Poppy and I could use that.
Of course. I find it is often the best place to start, is it not? Many, many moons ago, I divined a series of events. Their meaning long evaded me, until you brought new... I believe the symbol created by the Mooncalves dance marks the place...
Please, go on.
I have seen that symbol only once, on a rock. You should make haste there. The Snidgets that have been kept there for so many years may no longer...
If you're right about this place, then we should make our way there.
I shall see you there. We cannot afford to lose the Snidgets once again.
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in.
Sebastian.
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
Don't worry, Sebastian. I shall speak with Ominous.
Thank you. No matter what happens from here, I'm glad we met.
Poor Sebastian.
Ominous.
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft. She was beside herself. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but...
We don't have a choice. You're right. You were right the entire time.
I wish I hadn't been. If we do this, we may never see...
The more I think about it, what good will it do to turn him in? He clearly regrets everything. He's not going to do anything like this again.
We've both heard that before.
But we also need to think about Anne. She's lost her health, now she's lost her uncle. Do you really want to take her brother away from her too?
I understand what you're saying. Perhaps you're right. As much as I believe that Sebastian should pay for his actions, we'd only be punishing Anne as well. I hope we're doing the right thing. I'll talk to Anne. If it comes from me, she'll agree with this decision.
Thank you, Ominous. You're a good friend.
Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
Revelio.
In trouble, are we? Been up to no good? Thought as much.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Victor Rookwood is dead. He confronted me as I left Ollivander's with the Keeper's wand. I had to defend myself.
Godric's heart. Are you all right? I know you're well able to defend yourself. I've seen it often enough. But Rookwood himself...
He destroyed so many lives and wouldn't have stopped. I'm glad I was able to put an end to him.
You're right. He wouldn't have stopped. You did what you had to do. The wizarding community owes you a great debt.
Thank you for saying so, Professor. I'm ready for what's next.
All right, then. The Keepers have been waiting.
You have completed all of our trials, and you have done so under circumstances even I did not foresee. You understand now why all of this was necessary. The portkey, the vault, the locket, the book, the trials. To ensure that one with the ability you and I share would make the same choice that San, Neve, Charles, and I did.
Now that you have witnessed my memory, you understand all that is at stake. Not everyone is what they seem.
As you know, light does not exist without shadow, nor shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Even the most well-meaning and competent amongst us cannot possibly know the consequences of manipulating what should be beyond our reach.
What lies in the repository must never be released. Resist the temptation to destroy or control it. The magic that you have so carefully honed must now be used only to protect the secret we keep. You have the wand. You will know when to wield it. We leave our legacy in your hands.
Astonishing.
That must be the way to the repository.
We can only hope that we're not too late, and that we find nothing but a repository undisturbed beyond this door.
I should hope that the enchantments protecting the castle would protect against an incursion from below.
I fear they may not. Although, if they don't now, I can assure you they will in the future.
Were you able to reach Professor Weasley?
I was. Hopefully she and the others will arrive soon. They know where to find the door through which we entered. Let's go. If his loyalists are here, he cannot be far behind.
You and I have faced worse, Professor.
Search the area. It must be here somewhere.
We must be getting closer.
Ranrock will be pleased with our progress.
I will make you. I won't rest. I know to be worried about you. I didn't quite finish these. Not the one.
We need to press on. Ranrock must be here somewhere.
This drill stands between us and him. We need to move it.
I shall handle it.
Bombard!
One moment. Let's go.
Where are the other professors?
I see it, and I don't know. You fought one of these in Hogsmeade?
Defender!
Cover up, why are you coming?
Stupefy! You will not take what is not yours!
The trolls ought to make quick work of them!
This one's almost down.
This is sad. It really is. I'll cut you from shoes to shatter.
You're no match for us.
A dead end. Now what?
Professor, that wall. That's the way forward.
Very perceptive, my young friend. It worked. Let's go.
Bombarda!
Lumos! Ranrock must be getting closer to finding the repository.
I fear you're right, Professor. There's nothing we can do but keep searching.
Lumos! Listen, more goblins up ahead.
Fools of a feather! Levioso! Just you wait till Come here, you! Levioso!
You can't stop me. Oh, that was meant for me? How? I've been fighting since before you. Wonder how long I'm supposed to do this for. Show yourself! Such
Rubber up, why? Take all of with a kind of numbers now!
You two against Ranrock's army?
At your service.
Unforgivable! You are postponing me!
Your spells glance off of me.
Bombarda! Leviosa! Incendio!
Let me out! At once!
How
These tunnels haven't brought us much luck so far.
We're getting closer, Professor. That way.
The goblins have somehow evaded the castle's defensive charms.
Steer them this way! We shall make quick work of them!
They got this.
Time to move. We're in the thick of it now.
We'll show these beasts who's in charge. Your timing couldn't be better, Professor Hecat.
Thank you, Professor.
One less human to worry about. Let's go. An intruder!
More of Ranrock's damn loyalism. I will not be made a fool of.
I won't rest. Lucky, that's all.
You haven't survived. That was unimpressive.
Levioso.
That was pitiful. Won't get away with I shall avenge your death.
Levioso.
What are you doing?
Incendio.
Look out! Another troll. This one's worse than the last two.
Stop him! How nice of them to stop.
Now, Professor Flynn, aren't you going to leave some for the rest of us?
We couldn't be happier to see you, Professor Shaw.
Regret coming here.
I'm relieved we got here before Ranrock.
I can't believe this is it. The repository has been under the castle for hundreds of years.
Think of all the pain that created it. This is what Miriam, George, your friend Lodgok, and countless others died for. Miriam believed this forgotten magic could be used for such good, but she did not know the risks. She did not see what the Keepers have shown you, what Isadora showed you. You are now the Keeper of whatever power it holds. What do you intend to do with it?
I plan to keep the repository as it is.
I'm pleased to hear that. I've been thinking.
What is it, Professor?
I spent all year trying to keep our journey a secret from everyone, including Professor Weasley. But now I wonder if I should have shared it with her, and the others, sooner. Trusted them more. The Keepers wanted this secret to be locked away forever. How long will you keep it?
The Keepers were right. The risk of using this magic is too dangerous. It is my responsibility alone to keep it safe.
I understand, but you are not entirely alone. I will do all I can to help you.
The arrogance of wizard kind. Goblins built this repository. It belongs to us.
Enough, Ranrock. It was never yours.
I've been wanting to play with this.
Miriam's wand.
If she'd simply handed over the container, all of this could have been avoided. Foolish, self-important witch. Seems you were two of a kind. She didn't know when to give up either.
It's feeding off the power from the repository.
Your beautiful magic is no match for mine, child!
It's brilliant! My spells are having no effect on the dragon.
Potato!
Those traces of magic are somehow protecting the dragon. I need to break its connection to those traces of magic. I need to break its connection to those traces
Incendio! Crucio! Bombarda!
There seems to be some fighting you after all. No matter. I shall rid you of it. Come closer, young creature.
You can't stop me! Two sources of power.
Don't like that very much, do you? Defender! Bombarda! Crucio! Expelliarmus! Defender! Bombarda!
Stop! You have no idea what you're doing.
How long are you going to keep up this charade? You can't run forever, Ranrock.
Give up now, and I might ensure that your death is swift.
There's nowhere to hide now, Ranrock. Potato! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Arrest your momentum.
Not so powerful now, are you, Ranrock?
Defender! Crucio!
This cannot be happening. You will die.
I know you're feeling it now, Ranrock. This ends here, Ranrock.
You think you can stop me?
Rock's memory.
This is for Professor Fig!
Miriam. Miriam would have loved you, my young friend. The wizarding world could not be in more capable hands.
Professor Eleazar Fig. I dare say he was a beloved professor to many of you, certainly a long-standing colleague to his peers. A famed adventurer and seeker of knowledge, he built a reputation charging into the unknown, brazenly disregarding both discretion and safety, providing perhaps a rather unfortunate lesson for us all. His devotion to adventure was rivaled only by his dedication to Hogwarts. And of course, to his wife, Middy, whom we lost much too soon as well. Yeah.
Professor Fig represented the best of all of us. He could be deviously clever, possessed a brilliantly inquisitive mind, and was the most loyal of friends. But perhaps it was his remarkable courage, for which we will all be forever indebted to him. If not for Professor Fig, well, I can say with confidence that if not for him, many of us, let alone Hogwarts, would not be here today. Those that knew him best will agree that we must now honor him as only Hogwarts can, by wisely, resourcefully, justly, and bravely facing all that lies ahead.
To Professor Fig!
Can't believe we lost Fig. I didn't know him as well as you did, but I know he was a good man. Glad Weasley spoke for him. She honored him well. Fig will be well remembered. I wish the same could have been done for my uncle. I wonder if there's a chance Anne would meet me.
Sebastian, I can't imagine what you and Anne are going through. Perhaps you'll hear from her soon.
I hope so. I'll let you know.
Sebastian, there's something you should know. It's to do with Victor Rookwood.
I heard a rumor that he confronted you outside of Ollivander's. Sounds as if you faced quite a fight.
The rumors are true, and I did. But it's not that. Just before Rookwood attacked, he uttered something familiar. The same words Anne heard before she was cursed. Children should be seen and not heard.
Wait. What are you saying?
It wasn't one of Ranrock's loyalists who cursed Anne. It was Rookwood. It was Rookwood all along.
This can't be. It was the Loyalists. It's always been them. The night Anne was cursed, all she saw were goblins.
Once Rookwood allied with Ranrock, Isadora's estate became of interest to them both. That's why Rookwood was there the night Anne was cursed. He was working with Ranrock. When he saw your sister, well, he didn't want anyone to know.
So he cursed her. And she's never been the same. So cruel. Rookwood deserved what he got. Thank you for telling me. It wasn't a goblin. I suppose I owe you an apology. All this time I thought goblins were the enemy. But it was never that simple. Ominous said he's spoken with Anne. I wonder if she'll see me. I'll find out and send word when I know more.
Welcome, welcome. Do have a look around.
Hello again, Mr. Thistlewood.
Oh, it's you again. Never attended Hogwarts myself. In fact, I've never been more than a Now, how may I be of service?
You never wanted to get out and explore the world around you.
Hard to believe, isn't it? My sister Helen.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you. I hope to see you again soon.
How remarkable.
I got here as soon as I could.
Did you see the symbol above the entrance? It's the one the mooncalfs made at the henge.
Could this actually be where the Snidgets are hidden?
Let's find out. Doran's...
I'm ready if you are.
Can you believe it? Actual Snidgets. I'm glad we seem to be a step ahead of the poachers.
It is a little strange we haven't heard anything from them.
If we're lucky, they're still poring over Gran's research. There was a fair amount. We, on the other hand, had Doran to guide us. Even if the poachers do somehow stumble upon this place, we shall be long gone.
Places! Revelio. Revelio. Places.
Greetings.
I hope we haven't kept you waiting long, Doran.
Not at all. Then again, it is not I who awaits your arrival. Do you have the Moonstone with you?
We do.
Good. It is as important to what happens next as both of you are.
So, what does happen next? What are these pillars here?
A safeguard, I suspect. There is only one way to find out. And as for how to go about that, the two of you may know better than anyone.
wonder if the pillars move at all. Perhaps it has to do with the light and the darkness. Perhaps it has to do with the light and the darkness. Perhaps it has to do with the light and the darkness.
Revelio.
Perhaps it has to do with the light and the darkness. has to do with the light and the darkness. Perhaps it has to do with the light and the darkness.
Revelio.
Perhaps it has to do with the light and the darkness.
Pulso. Accio. Incendio. Incendio.
Bombarda!
Perhaps it has to do with the light and the darkness.
Incendio. Accio.
That did it! Look, Doran, a doorway.
I suspect we all know what lies beyond that passage. And now, I'm afraid I must leave you. At least for a time.
You're not coming in with us. Look at the murals on the wall. They're all creatures. This place must have been built to protect them. They had nothing to fear.
What makes you say that?
The poacher camps always felt oppressive. It's hard to explain, but the feeling was palpable. At least to me. The sense I get here is of safety and calm. Quite the opposite of the poacher camps. I'll wager this isn't the dead end it seems to be. But how to get through?
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
The plates on the floor have symbols on them.
Revelio. Bombarda. Incendio! Bombarda! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Whoever built this place certainly liked to read.
And the books are all about creatures.
Your Gran would love it here.
She would. I can't wait to tell her all about it.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos.
Lumos!
So many books.
You haven't seen my grand study.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio.
I wonder if we can find anything else nearby with symbols that match the ones on the plates.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Bombarda! Incendio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto Momentum. Flipendo. Revelio.